All right, I made it. Just got off a call. Now I'm just kind of thinking, kind of being alone with myself a bit more, especially with college kicking around and everybody in college and I'm not in college. And I figured I'd kind of just do like a little, just kind of thoughts going back and forth in my head between like what I'm doing and all that stuff. And if you guys are more interested in fitness, I'm probably not going to expand that much into there. So just an FYI for you guys if you want to click off and maybe you got something else to watch. But the main thing on my mind has been background, right? I think about background a lot, like your background in, let's say your background in work, right? Where have you worked in the past, or your background in childhood? How was your childhood? Or your background in anything really, how you were raised, how that affects your life. And I've been thinking kind of a lot about that subject. I don't know why, but I've kind of seen how it's played into my life and how I'm kind of structuring being a person now, because I'm just 19. I'm still a young guy. Just kind of going out in the world, I'm kind of seeing how I handle challenges and seeing how my parents kind of affected that. And I get worried sometimes that it might affect how I chase success and money and how I live my life too, right? Because like I've thought about how I was raised and how I was as a kid and how I was a lot more lazy. And I don't know if you guys can relate to this, if you guys were lazier as kids. And I guess, I don't know, maybe I'm just hard on myself when I was a kid, but it like really kind of invented the mindset in myself that I was lazy, right? And I was lazy and I wasn't doing anything with my life, and I wasted so much time, and I just wasn't as good as I could have been, for the time. And maybe you guys can relate in some way. But it's like I'm trying not to let that affect me now, and I realized I'm starting to become the person that my younger self would have like looked up to, like especially with all the stuff I'm doing. Like I'm trying to start a business, I'm going to the gym, I'm getting bigger, stronger, looking better. Like I'm becoming someone that I never thought I could have been at the age I am right now, right? And sometimes I'm even hard on myself, even now, like even on days where I know I'm doing a lot and I'm being pretty darn productive, right? And I still look at myself and I'm like, man, I'm kind of lazy. I'm not really doing stuff. And then I really look and I'm like, I'm not being lazy. I'm just being hard on myself, because you set high standards for yourself, and it's like a new standard for yourself to beat. But once you beat that standard, sometimes you can stay just in a perpetual cycle where you have to constantly be better. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, but like, I just want to let you guys know, if any of you guys are like that, really reflect and look back on like, what are you doing compared to other people? And it could be a good thing or it could be a bad thing, like you could be more lazy than you think you are. You could be you could be working harder than you think you are. But like, whether you guys are in that state or not, dude, when you guys are getting better every day and you're kind of in that rhythm, don't stop, dude. Because like I'm still in the beginning phases of like my business and me trying to help people, and like I'm still learning so much about myself and other people and how to help other people and how that kind of psychology works and all this different stuff that I never really thought of before, and like how I was as a kid compared to how I am now. Like I would go and I'd sit in my room and I'd play video games for probably, if it was summer, all day. I'd go up to eat and then go back downstairs and just play video games all day. Now, I haven't played video games in like 2 months. I kid you not. I'm like at the point where I'm thinking about selling my computer and just buying stuff for videos or buying stuff for my business. And it's like I'm in a headspace where I'm like, I would have never been on that headspace, And I don't know, maybe you guys don't want to be in that headspace, but I'm finding myself to be like, I'm getting to a point where I'm really like, dang, I'm really getting to a mindset where I like it, like video games are fun and I love video games, but at the same time, like when I deeply think about it, when you play a video game, you're not getting anything done. Like, you're not doing anything that you're gonna look back on and be like, wow, I really spent my time productively, you know, instead of going out to hang out and going on a run with my friends or something. But, like, no offense to any of you guys that play video games. You guys play video games, no hate against you. I still would probably play video games. I would probably downgrade to like a PlayStation since I have a computer right now. But yeah, it's like the real memories I get aren't from that. And imagine like where I could be if I sectioned off, if I play video games for 2 hours a day, which I used to, like, not even like 2 months ago. 2 hours a day for a week, that's 14 hours. What could you do in 14 hours, bro? Like, there's so much stuff you could do to be more productive, more into it. Like for me, I've been using those 2 hours on my business, maybe even more hours, whether it's making reels or making a YouTube video for you guys. And I love the feedback you guys give me, like on some of my videos, even when I do bad. Like, I got one on another one and I kind of let it get to me because in the video I wasn't doing the best. And I ended up editing that video, like deleting it and putting up a different version, but maybe I was just being weak-minded there. And then the other ones I get where you guys tell me, like, okay, you're doing good, bro. I needed to hear this. This is great. All this motivating stuff. And, you know, I love motivating you guys to do stuff better, you know, and it's kind of helping me find what I'm good at doing and what I like to do, because I want to help people, you know, whether it's physically or whether it's mentally. Like, it's something I've wanted to do. And I know there's so many people now that are struggling with mental stuff. I mean, you look at suicides. I don't know about women, but the suicide rates for men, I guess, can I say that on YouTube? I don't know. Like, I don't even know, dude, whatever. But one time every 40 seconds, someone takes their life. Like, that's terrible. That's terrible to think about. Like, think about if that was your friend. Like, how many minutes are in a day? I don't even remember, but a lot. 60 minutes times 24. Like, how many is that? And there's so many people that are in a spot where they're struggling. And if I help you guys do that, that's great. But, like, it's just kind of rough to see that people look at certain challenges and they think of it as a time to, like, just sit there and curl up in a ball. And I'm like, those are the times when you really pick yourself up and you really find out who you are, how you are in hard situations, and how you can be, and how, like, I've been looking at these obstacles more as growth rather than I've been looking at them as like, okay, my life is over, dude. I need to freaking go and I need to go sit in bed and lay in bed for 24 hours because I feel sad for myself. That's not the way to think, dude. Like, if you're thinking like that, then of course you're going to be more depressed and upset. And, you know, it's rough kind of doing it. Like, if you want to truly live a happier life, like, the answer, and that's not even one I like, it's you have to work hard and you got to fight struggles, you know, go through these struggles and come out a better person, right? I don't like giving everybody that info or that answer because a lot of people are very combative at it and don't like that answer. But the truth, like, it's true. If any of you guys are in that same boat and you've gotten to a point where I'm getting more disciplined every day and I'm doing harder stuff every day and I feel great. Like, when you look back on a day and you did something, I feel so much better than if I look back on a day and I just played video games all day and I'm now up at 2 a.m. and I got to wake up at 10 a.m. now. Like, I haven't woken up past 9 a.m. in the past, like, 2 months, right? I've taken naps, if that counts, but I've taken naps during the day when I've been really out of it, but I don't know if that necessarily counts. But it's just like, everybody's capable of so many great things, and it's like, it's like so many people aren't going for what they want to go for. Like, you just let your dreams kind of just go to waste when you know, like, Like, you just set it up to be casual when you had that dream of being an astronaut or being this or being that, or mine right now, and since I was a kid, was just to be jacked and big. And if you look behind me, that's a picture of Arnold, and he was kind of one of the guys I look up to besides my dad. That was more celebrity level. And now I'm just like chasing it, and I'm finding a career in what I like, you know. So just for any of you guys, keep like chasing your dreams. I'm not gonna lie to you, I haven't hit home yet. It's hard right now, and it's not easy, but I'm still like working towards something. And you get to the point where you set yourself up and you start seeing like it's this long, long, long tunnel, and then right at the end there's just that little bit of light, and then you catch that and you're like, crap, dude, like I can see it. I can see the finish line. I just have to keep jogging, right? Just momentum. Keep swinging your arms, bringing yourself forward, and that's how you're gonna get there. Not just sitting back and be like, dang, that's a long ways away. I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna get out of this tunnel and go just sit down and relax, right? But yeah, it's not getting you anywhere. It's just sitting there. Like, don't give up on your guys' dreams, because like so much of this stuff is possible. Like, I get in headspaces, and I still do now, where it's like I'm sitting there and I'm like, man, I'm doing a lot. I'm getting stressed. I'm feeling anxious. I'm feeling a little depressed. And I don't know if it's a guy thing or maybe it's a me thing. I don't know if any of you guys relate to this, but what keeps that out of my head is me doing things. If I'm sitting alone or I'm like watching TV and I'm not doing stuff, that's where it really gets to me. That's where I'm like, man, I feel like I'm not doing anything. Well, watching TV, not as much. More of playing video games, or like sitting there and I'm chugging down a glass of milk with Oreos. Like, I'm just looking and I'm like, why am I doing this? I have so much room for improvement, but I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, kind of a weird little rant. It's a little unique video, kind of motivational, or what do you guys think? Comment down below. But if you guys kind of do like, you're constantly following me and you're like watching my videos and you want some help, maybe with fitness or maybe with something else, check out my calendar, dude. We could have a call. Wouldn't hurt to have a chat. And I like assessing people and kind of figuring stuff out. Part of my thing is helping people. That's what I like to do, especially with fitness. So I hope you guys got something out of this video. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I want to know feedback. I want to know how I'm doing, or if you guys think it's better. I might have a new camera coming in, so cool notes. I'm looking at, if any of you guys are camera gurus, let's see. I'm thinking about getting the DJI Osmos Action 5 Pro for like, because I might do cliff jumping, because I cliff jump quite a bit, or I used to, but it would be kind of cool to do some flips off some cliffs and have like a GoPro strap or something. But those are my thoughts, okay? But see you guys. Peace out. End video.